About to go live right now.
How many viewers you got?
Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what happened to our theme music to start the show off tonight, but we're here. The first episode of Conversations with the Bench Warmers. I got a good show to kick the season off for you tonight, and I think you're going to enjoy it. I know you're going to enjoy it. Well, to start the show off, we're going to talk to the coaches from a big game that's coming up this weekend in Akron, Ohio. I got coaches from both sides. And then after a commercial break, we'll come back and finish this show off with what went on with Ray Rice all week. And we'll give our final analysis on the show. All right. First of all, we got one of the greatest coaches, I believe. I'm not just saying that because I've been knowing him for a long time. But we got one of the best coaches around. He's got over 20 years experience. And he also has several years experience in upper management as a director and that sort of thing. First of all, I'd like to welcome to the set coach from Firestone Park in Akron, known as the Rams, Wilson Campbell, also known as Coach Campbell. How are you, Coach Campbell?
I'm doing fine, man. How you doing, man?
Not too bad. Show started off a little shaky tonight. First of all, I'm a lot earlier than what I usually been because we've been having a connection problem. But tonight I'm about 3 minutes late. And I'm still going to start being on time for my 8 o'clock fans, 11 o'clock Eastern time. So I'm glad to have you on the show. I just been notified that Coach Jones has dropped his line. I'm not sure if Coach Jones is hiding from the show tonight because we got him on a big panel tonight with the Firestone Park Rams. But while I got you here, Sonny, welcome to the show. Did I lose contact with Sonny?
No, I'm here, Coach Carr.
Welcome to the show, Sonny.
Hey, which side of America?
You know what? I'm gonna drop the Coach Sonny tonight, and I'm gonna just go on and kick it with you and call you Sonny, Coach Sonny. So both I'm gonna be thrown in there. Well, it's a big game coming up this weekend, but first of all, since we done already had the East Dragon coaches on earlier shows, I want to give you the chance, the opportunity to let our viewers know where you're at in the season and how the season started off for you with scrimmages, your first game, second game, leading up to this weekend's game.
Well, we're actually right now, we're working towards competing for another championship this year. We're actually have a record currently right now, 1-1-1. We lost a very, very close season opener to the West Griffins here in our Akron Preview League. Final score being 12-8.
Ooh, that was a good game.
Yeah, it was a good game. We actually had a couple of miscues and had a couple of touchdowns called back. But other than that, it was a close game.
Now, was that a home loss or was that a road loss?
Now that was a season opener home loss.
Oh wow!
A season opener home loss, but like I said, we had a bunch of miscues and kids feel like they got cheated in the game. You know, we had a couple touchdowns got called back. We have a young man we have playing with us. He's 11 years old. You know, fans out there probably going to hear about this kid in a couple of years from now. His name is Kobe Campbell.
Yeah, they've already heard of him on previous shows. Prior to this, the East Dragon coaches were talking highly about Kobe Campbell, and they even threw up Sonny Wilson Sonny Campbell, Coach Wilson Sonny Campbell, and so they didn't heard your son's name thrown up there. Yes, this is the father and the coach of Kobe Campbell. Sorry to cut you off there, Coach. Go ahead.
Yeah. So you know, we're being led by Kobe. Kobe's coming off of an extraordinary season last year.
Yes, he did.
In which he scored 29 touchdowns at 10 years old and led his Pop Warner team to the championship. Completing the season with a 10-0 record. Now he's returned this year to junior varsity, and we're gonna go as far as Kobe Campbell and Javon Jones and Tremont Davis, and we have a couple kids, Cleveland Blade and Dennis Reynolds.
Listen for your names, you guys, because I know you're going to watch the replay of the show, so listen for your names, you guys. Your coach is putting you out there for this weekend.
Yeah, so, we're very excited about what we have going on right now, you know.
Right.
We really are.
Now, Coach Sonny, when you say the junior varsity, let the viewers know what age and what grade the junior varsity basically consists of, since Kobe scored those 29 touchdowns the year before on advanced team, and this year he's on junior varsity. Go ahead and enlighten our viewers on the age and the grade of junior varsity in Akron City football.
The age group for our team, the junior varsity, is 11 and 12 year olds.
Okay.
It's 11 and 12 year olds, which usually consist of 6th and 7th graders.
Right.
And the year before, when Kobe Campbell put up all them extraordinary numbers, he was only 10 years old at the time.
Right.
And he was playing with 9 and 10 year olds, and that would be Akron Parent Pee Wee Association, and a lot of people give you a little bit of history of the Akron Parent Pee Wee Association. We turned out a lot of kids. And our program went on to play Division I college football, and we've been truly blessed. I'll throw a couple names out there who come from our league. You know, I don't know if you guys ever heard of a kid named LeBron James.
Exactly.
But LeBron James is part of our organization. A kid by the name of Chris Beanie Wells.
Yes, sir.
Another young man who just retired from the NFL after playing 14 years, Antoine Winfield Sr.
Hit somebody! Hey! Hit somebody. Ooh, when you say his name, it just makes you want to hit somebody. For real. If you played the game. If you played the game. If you didn't play the game and you say Antoine Winfield, then you wouldn't get that reaction that I just gave you viewers. But when I hear that name, like you saw last year in my opening show, I did a little dedication to Twan. Go ahead, Coach Campbell. But yeah, there's been some big names that came out of the city, Akron City Series Little League, and for our viewers from around the world, there's different age groups and different Pop Warner leagues all over. So we just wanted to clarify that. Now, what I also noticed was when I was back home, late July, early August, I had the opportunity to visit with the Firestone Park organization. I wish I had some video of that to show me lollygagging around the organization. But what I did notice was how the numbers were really, really big. Did you all have to end up cutting players? Because remember we had that conversation on your porch about, man, if we could keep all these kids active and keep all these kids engaged, in something constructive, like as of like sports or football, academics, anything. But what I saw right there, just keeping those young men engaged, I hated to, to know that some of these kids would be, maybe let go. Did you all find out a way where they could practice, maybe not play and dress and stuff like that? Well, how did that turn out, Coach Campbell?
Well, what the thing about it is, we actually have a cutoff for rosters. It's 35 kids. And what we do is we take the first 35 kids who come, and there's no cutoff on the camp. We actually run a youth football camp right after school lets out, and it's not really a tryout thing. It's just that it's just it's open to the public, and we get a lot of support from, like I say, former NFL players. We're actually the headquarters for the S1 Winfield Camp 26.
It's based.
The actual Camp 26 program that is run. It's a non-profit organization that's run by Antoine Winfield and the Winfield Camp 26 family. And so we're really blessed, and we're very lucky to have some of the support that we have, whether it be the parents or former players, or so just anyone that has an interest in genuinely saving kids from the corner.
Yes.
And just introduce them to the fundamentals of football. And Coach Carl, if I'm not mistaken, that's where you come from, correct?
Yeah, I'm so honored to have the opportunity to wear the Ram horns when I did. And, something about wearing those Ram horns and just something about playing football where we're from that northeastern Ohio, Summit County, Akron area, is just something that I took with me even outside of Ohio when I continued to play later in my career. And I just thought for some odd reason that just growing up playing there, that it just made me even more physical, more mentally focused, and what the term that we use on the field is harder. That I couldn't, when I put on that uniform, I'm from Akron, I couldn't be stopped. So yeah, I'm honored to have the opportunity to play for the organization that you played for, and now that you have the opportunity to coach. And that's an honor there too. And I really enjoyed my time playing, with the Rams organization. And we had some great times. You remember them. We'll talk about them probably another time on the show. But I did, Coach Jones did say something to me last show about wearing the Ram horns. And I went off on the show talking about Danny Lee Master throwing 5 interceptions in the championship game. And then the next year I sat out, and then I ended up playing high school immediately. So we talked about that championship game being the last time I actually wore those Ram horns. I took it off, and that was actually the last time. I was a 7th grader. So Coach Campbell, I'm glad that that you guys had the numbers, and the rules are that you have to get the rosters down. Yes. And that's not just with little leagues, it's across the board, ladies and gentlemen. Even in the NFL, they have a roster that they have to meet. What I do want to say is it's good to see that the numbers are up in that community, and we're going to bring you on the show even more. Now, let me ask you this. You talked about the loss. Now, let me hear about the tie and the win, because from the background that you played under, and then 20 years coaching and several years in administration, and a player you played for about 10, 12, 15 seasons, somewhere in there?
Yeah.
With all that experience, we don't talk about the wins. I like how you started off with the loss, because that's what touches us the most. All the wins are great, but the ones you remember for is the losses. But what happened with the tie and the win? Starting with the tie.
Well, after coming off a season opening loss,
wow,
to West, we just kind of really went back to the drawing board, and kind of got back to some basics, and You know what I'm saying? I just think that we're a young team this year.
Okay.
And going into week 2, I have to make some adjustments. Like I said, we have a young kid right named Kobe Campbell, who's 11 years old right now, who may have carried the ball the following week in a season, in a week 2 of 30-0 victory over the Patterson Park Vikings.
Your former organization, where you directed and coached.
A former organization, and like I said, it was a great day. Like I said, the young kid that we got, Kobe, he rushed for 2 touchdowns and ran for close to 200 yards.
Oh my goodness!
And lead us into a 30-0 victory.
Wow!
Into week 2, and then last week.
Well, hold up. Before we leave Patterson, hold up, Coach Campbell. Hold up, Coach Campbell. Before we leave Patterson Park and get into the next week with the tie, when you left there, did you say, and take that dirty T-shirt with you?
No, actually what I did was we actually took turns urinating on the 50-yard line.
Hey, y'all, that's the coach I know. And take that dirty T-shirt with you.
We would have took turns urinating on the 50-yard line.
And take that dirty T-shirt with you.
and then after we urinated on the 50-yard line, we all proceeded to POVs while shouting, take this pussy grass with you.
Right, good job, baby. Good job. Good job. All right, Coach Campbell. So the next week was a tie. What happened there?
Well, then the following week, which was last week, we were matched up against the number 1 seeded team in the Akron Parent People Association.
Oh, okay.
We know a long-standing winning tradition, which is the South Rangers.
Yeah.
And we actually went into their home field, and we actually came away with the tie. Prior to that, they were undefeated. They were 2-0. They actually defeated Coach Jones's team in the East Dragons, who we'll be facing tomorrow.
Yeah, and when they lost that game, we had them on the show that week.
11-year-old youngster Kobe Campbell, who had a couple, played the defense and tackles, and along with some other kids like Cleveland Blade and Gerald Mitchell. Now, mind you, fans, these names that you're hearing are all 11 and 12-year-old young men. So listen out for these names.
Right.
In about 10, 12 years, names like Gerald Mitchell and Cleveland Blade and Dennis Reynolds and Jamon Davis and Michael Gibson and Javon Jones. There's some more future Pro Bowlers, some more future Ohio State Buckeyes, man. You know what I'm saying? And we actually went into Lane Field, which is South Rangers' own field, and we came away. We actually went down 16-0, and we fought our way back into a 16-16 tie.
Wow.
After fourth quarter, 80-yard rushing touchdown by 11-year-old Kobe Campbell. You know what I'm saying? It tied the game up for us and took us into overtime. And I'm sure we'll run into the South Rangers again in the postseason. And we'll be ready. I'm sure they'll be ready. We'll be a different team. I'm sure they'll be a different team. But right now, tomorrow, Saturday, there's the East Dragons and Coach Ron Jones, and he's coming off an undefeated season last year. And we're just looking forward to just meeting up with each other, man, and getting it on, man. A lot of our kids go to school together and ride the bus together and have lunch together. So, this is really going to be, a great game. Last year, we went undefeated and went 10-0 and won our league championship. And Coach Jones, who will be placing tomorrow, his team went 10-0 and won their championship. So this is going to be the first time we've seen each other since last year's postseason, and I'm really looking forward to defeating them again, man. So hey, that's what it is.
That's going to be a good game too. And you know what, ladies and gentlemen out there, it is a rivalry game. I'm talking about from beginners, which is called B team, from beginners all the way to high school. The Firestone Park Ram organization is basically the feeder organization to the Garfield High School Rams, who has the longest football tradition in Akron. And then the East Dragon Little League organization is the feeder into East High School, which has the second most tradition history in the city of Akron. So, but both of those teams, let me just say this, even with Coach Campbell, with what he just enlightened you all on, a lot of those guys go to school together. Some of them swap schools, and from Garfield to East, from East to Garfield, or from teams from Firestone Park. They played last year for Firestone Park Rams. This year they transferred to East Dragons. So tomorrow it'll be almost like a family reunion again, because there could be some players that somewhere might have played B team, A team, junior varsity over at Firestone Park and went to East, or over at East and went to Firestone Park. We already know that there's coaches, because we were trying to get Coach Ed Bubba Davis on the line with Coach Jones, who last year, wasn't he a championship coach at Firestone Park?
Yeah, well, yes, he was. Yes, he was. And due to contract renegotiations, I guess he was offered, more of a potato chips for his lunchbox. That's why
I feel that, Coach. I feel that. So, I mean, I wanted those guys to be on the line. Let's see if we can get in touch with Coach Jones one more time real quick before we go here to commercial break. I see they flagging me, Coach Campbell. We got to, when we get a chance, we're going to go to a break, and it's usually about 3 minutes. And then what I'll do is get you back on the line, and we'll conversate about Ray Rice. Let's see if Coach Jones finally answers, if he ducked out altogether. I mean, it's funny because we did have him on the line, and then he had called earlier also, wanted to know what his time slot was with the Firestone Park Rams. So he said he was going to the Garfield somebody game tonight, but the show doesn't start till 11 o'clock, and they was been done with high school football. So.
let's go.
Coach Jones, we have you live here on the show. I'm sending you a message. If you get the opportunity to receive this message, you can call into the show. We still got about another 20 minutes to go. We're about to take a commercial break. The Firestone Park Ram representative talked highly about tomorrow's game, and looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. But hopefully you'll give us a call back here on the show. The viewers was looking forward to enjoying your conversation with the Firestone Park representative.
To replay your message, press 1. To mark
and
urgent,
like the viewers
press
already
1.
know, always
to mark
hit urgent.
confidential,
So,
message marked urgent.
that's
to
right.
Your message
Because
has
most
been
of the time,
sent.
people
Thank
think
you.
you just call it a lollygag. Well, we don't lollygag here at Conversations with the Benchwarmers. So let's remove this person from the group right now. And Coach Campbell,
Yeah.
we're going to get ready to take a 3-minute break here. So I want to thank you for being on the show. I want you to hang around, because we're going to talk a little bit about the Ray Rice situation. Oh, I'm getting flash from the guys over in the corner here. They want to know, is there any video that we can show of Kobe Campbell? Can we go to YouTube or any of that?
Yeah. I think it's King Kobe. King Kobe. I'm not exactly sure, man, exactly what the young man has as his YouTube or anything he has posted up right now. I don't think he actually has anything set up there. But
what we're gonna do is we're gonna have you back on the show next week after the big rivalry game Saturday. I want to invite you back to the show next week, and I'm gonna try to also get the East panel again next week after the big rivalry game. And during the week, I'll get with you, and we can get that video uploaded, so that way while we're talking about the game, we can show video clips from the game tomorrow or Kobe from the past. So we're going to get ready to take a break here. You can stay with us there, Coach Campbell. And
I'm here with you for the original broadcast, man. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, they make me
just let me know.
They make me take these 3-minute breaks. So we'll be back, ladies and gentlemen, in 3. Wow. Wow, they jammed that for me. Well, welcome back, everybody. They make me take those, so, but they jam, I tell you, every time. And that's an old school jam, and they, man, that sounds like it's ooh-wee. All right. So I hope you enjoyed Coach Campbell from the Firestone Park Ram organization. They got the big game tomorrow against the East Dragon organization in Akron. For viewers in the Akron area or in Ohio, just drive wherever, because Ohio only, 4 hours by another 4 hours, 4 by 4, 4 by 5, and get to Summit County and see some good Little League football. Well, everybody know about the Ray Rice situation and what went on with that. Oh, wow. Sorry about that, everybody. Getting the video ready because they released the video. TMZ got the video before the NFL did. You all know the whole situation. Ray Rice, back in February, was arrested on assault for beating up his fiance. And then July the 24th, the NFL gave him a 2-game suspension. In August, the NFL launched a new domestic violence policies. But then on Monday, just this past Monday, the shit really hit the fan. Because TMZ got...
Hey, Coach Clark, can I chime in on the Ray Rice incident? I would like to add something.
You sure can. I was just giving the fans a quick update here. Because Ray Rice has been suspended from the NFL indefinitely. All endorsement, the teams, everybody dropped him. He's still married to his fiance that he knocked out. And let me get the video up here for you guys while we chime in on it, and we'll let it play. We'll see if we can get that video up there. Okay, there it is. We'll go all the way to the video here. Boom. Okay, Coach Campbell, but anyway, the NFL indefinitely suspended him. And I'm showing the video right now. Wow, he showed, ooh-wee. Okay, so, yeah. Before I give my thoughts, you know, you can go right ahead and chime on in, because I'm kind of lost for words, because I saw the video earlier, but I didn't really want to watch it really close until now. So
what I would like to make my own personal comment about the Ray Rice incident, and that was pretty tragic the way the situation went down, but I want everybody to chime in closely on once he was knocked out and was laying on the floor. Rice's wife actually has a fat ass. Did you see when she was laying down on the ground?
As a matter of fact, I think the video is right there right now. I mean, I did see that earlier in the video, but yeah, Coach Campbell.
she was showing half of what she, you know what I'm saying, and she's looking so peaceful right now. I mean, it's almost like,
right.
You know, you didn't want to wake her up.
Right, but on a more serious note, people really pissed off about that, and I remember hearing one commentator saying something about if it was his daughter.
Well, I'm not sure if it was a dog, but if you zoom in, you see she's well shaven, and her bikini line is well put together.
She is fine. That ain't no lie. Right now, as you can see on the video, she's sitting outside the elevator, and you guys all heard the whole deal about it. Now let me say this. My piece really on the whole situation is this. Yeah, that's somebody's daughter, somebody's mom, and I just come from a family like that, that you just don't, no matter what happened. And I mean, I've been spat on, slapped in the face by women, but at the same point, I was man enough to walk away, from whatever. And in the video, it clearly shows that, you know, no matter what little spat or whatever they was having, you know, he's a celebrity. So, you know, all eyes is on me, you know, no matter what I do. So, am I saying whoop her ass in the house? No, I'm not saying that, because I'm going to teach my daughter how to fight. So they might have been in that motherfucker. Excuse me, everybody. I'm sorry. I get carried away, and I've never done that on the show, but as you look at the video, I would teach my daughter how to fight. Now, sure, she might not be able to scrap all the way with a man, and she probably will end up getting knocked out. You know, but it might have went a little longer than this pretty thing come running up, boom, you know, and bow. You know, little Ray Lewis ain't no little guy.
I kind of wonder, you know, I guess we'll never really know what initiated
the whole thing.
And I guess that's just with the biggest, you know, where there's so much division on this issue. You know, I mean, you know, your mom told you, you know, you never put your hands and your feet on anybody. You know what I'm saying? I guess there's never really a reason to put your hands on somebody unless somebody put their hands on you. But
right.
When you go to the video, she strikes him first.
Right, she did, and she walked by, because we now, if you're looking at it on live, he just hit her in the elevator, but before they went into the elevator, he did something. They said that he spit on her, and that's when she turned around. You know, as she was walking by, she kind of swung at him and caught him like on the face, and then he followed her into the elevator, and then that's when he did it again, and then she, you know, came at him, and boom, that's when she got knocked out. Now he's dragging her out the elevator right now. But I just think that it's sad, you know, that the whole incident happened, because, you know, yeah, that's somebody, like I said, that's somebody's daughter and, you know, niece or grandchild or whatever, and, you know, it shouldn't have happened. And I just think that most of our ball players, I mean, they take a lot of things for granted. When you accept your way into professional football, it's just a stigma, or it's just a, you know, it's not just a stigma. There's a certain way that you gotta, you know, carry yourself even in public. Yeah, you know, you love having a good time. You don't want to change, you know, who you are and you being you. But when in incidents like this, you know, because we are only human, you know, you're gonna argue, you're gonna fight and stuff like that. But I mean, damn. Okay, let's say that, yeah, we putting all the blame on Ray. Yeah, because he hit her. You know what I'm saying? But like you say, we don't know what led him all the way to that point, and that shit could have been jumping off since yesterday. You know what I'm saying?
We just got some breaking news that came across the wire that although the Baltimore Ravens terminated his contract for the rest of the season, Victoria's Secret is hiring his wife to model underwear because of
what they saw in the video.
Huh?
Because of what they saw in the video.
Because of what they saw in the video. So Victoria's Secret is going to offer a 1-year lingerie deal, and you know, hopefully, you know, she'll be able to contribute something to the family income. You know what I'm saying? And they'll continue to live prosperous and be happy.
Right. And since Ray gonna be out of football,
man, when she was laying on the ground, man, she was showing half a butt cheek, man. I just, you know, I don't know if that was what we were supposed to be focusing on, but nonetheless, it was right through the screen.
Hey, you ain't the only
one. And I'm sure that half a butt cheek is what it initiated, maybe buy a drink when they met a couple years ago. I don't know. But like I say, over the wire, she just signed a 1-year lucrative deal with Victoria's Secret, and she's going to be modeling, you know, board shorts.
Sexy lingerie. But, you know, I mean, like you say, you know, we don't know what led up to it, all the way up to it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, sure, most of the time people are provoked automatically to do, you know, something. You know, they just don't do it on their own. So, yeah, but the reason everybody is all over Ray is because he hit the woman on, you know, closed circuit TV. I mean, that's what all these cameras are everywhere. Or every move is being watched. You know, so
yeah, you know, and that just seems to be what the world is now. Everything is social media, and everything is, you know, just so highly publicized. You know, there's no privacy or anything anymore. You know, I was thinking that, you know, for our 1-year anniversary show that we would have a pregnant breast milk drinking contest.
Right. You know, but the thing is, I bet Ray Lewis is probably thinking now, even though he married her and everything. You know, I know he wishing he could take, all of that back, because it ain't worth it. I mean, because you can, what I want to get across to, to us men out there is, man, you can walk away. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. You can't walk away, and there's really never, all jokes aside, we're just really, just trying to lighten up on the situation. But all jokes aside to our listeners, there's no reason to ever hit a woman.
Right.
And I just want all you young athletes and you amateur athletes and to always understand that saying when you grew up with your mother, if you have any siblings, sisters, or anything like that, just kind of remember that say the choices that you make for a split second could affect your life forever.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So just keep that in mind. All you young superstars, when your girl go out and she says something proud of mom, and she becomes interested in somebody else, hey man, just go screw her best friend, man. Hey man, just do it like that, man. Hey.
And just accept it. You know what I'm saying?
And just accept it. And maybe one day your future wife will get a Victoria's Secret boy shorts contract.
Right. Because
without going sleep in the hallway.
Right, because I mean it is so many ladies out there, but I mean this just didn't happen overnight. These two people know each other. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
They've probably been knowing each other maybe since they've probably been knowing. I don't know if he married a groupie, or I believe that they've probably been knowing each other since he probably was in college, maybe at least possibly in high school. I'm thinking.
I'm sure.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know that deep into their personal background, but they've been knowing each other. So the thing is, Ray probably feels bad, and I know he wishes he could take it all back, but you can't. You know what I'm saying? You just got to face the punishment and live up to it. You know what I'm saying? And be a better man. That's all. That's all you can do. You're already a good man. You know what I'm saying? Because you live in your dream. A lot of guys don't get the opportunity. A lot of guys don't get the opportunity to play big time college football. You know what I'm saying? Big time in the NFL, fantasy football. You know what I'm saying? You out there doing the Ray Lewis. You out there doing the Ray Lewis. What is it called? His
squirrel dance.
Yeah, squirrel dance. His pre-Super Bowl dance. But